Let's talk dreams.
Hello, and welcome back everyone to Let's Talk 2 Season Dreams. Let's Talk Dreams Season 2. Can you believe it's been just under a month since the last episode, and it feels great to be back. There are so many amazing new things this season, but don't worry, we're going to ease you in. We're going to start off with the 5 assets of the week. So, buckle up folks, because the first asset of the week is by Canadian Jedi. This gorgeous revolver is perfect for any cyberpunk themed game. Thermo's a little pricey at 19%, but scaling it down to 7% still leaves you with enough detail to make it look amazing. And if you want to check out more in Canadian Jedi's armory, it's on his profile. Next up, we've got an amazing reoccurring guest, Niyoki, with a fantastic pebble stone floor tile. I really can't oversell the importance of a nice looking floor. The player is always going to be looking at it. So, if you want good quality flooring, go for Niyoki. Next up is Southerner, and this comes from his Graveyard Asset Pack, one of the best packs in Dreams. I honestly can't give this one high enough praise. And these trees are perfect if you're trying to give depth to a forest, but you don't want to overdo thermal. Coming up next with a hard to pronounce name is Abzianur, with an amazing bookshelf. And honestly, I can't oversell this bookcase. It looks fantastic, the thermo's great, and it fits into most environments. And at 4%, come on, you're not going to get a better deal anywhere else. And last but certainly not least, Hot Air Balloon by MEC81. I love this asset so much. And having a bunch of them decorated differently and then setting them in the background, that's going to make your scene come alive. And a big round of applause for all those assets. Those were amazing. And now it's time for a news segment. Whew! It's time for Release of the Week. The Release of the Week is Heli Taxi by Atheist W, Zodira, and R. Para. In this game, you play as a flying taxi, where you hover over this amazing city, taking passengers from point A to point B. But don't worry, we've got some footage for you in the Dreams section a little later on. And now for the Community Event section. DreamsCon 22 and DreamsFest 22 were both released in July. DreamsCon was showing off some trailers and demos of some amazing up-and-coming games, while DreamsFest focuses more on the musical side of Dreams. It had amazing musical performances and a lot of minigames. And it was made purely by the community. So, if you want to get involved in some amazing community events, just go to the top tab in Dreamshaping. It says Community Events. There's so many different ones, from asset creations to 30-minute challenges. There are so many events to get involved in, and it's just at your fingertips. And with that ends the news, and Dreamer Request of the Week. This week on the Dreamer Request board is JoJoba11288. He's looking for a sculptor to create creepy Lovecraftian monsters, and or do procedural animation logic. So, if you know or are someone who can help out, get in touch. All skill levels welcome. Please contact recipients PSN and not LTD. All T's and C's apply. And now for another brand new segment. It's time for the interview. So, please put your hands together, then apart, then together again for Elka Gaming! Hey Elka, thanks so much for coming on the show.
What's up, Red? Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored to be your first guest on the show, and I'm actually really excited on what guests you have next on the show. I'm sure there will be a lot of great dreamers coming up in the coming months.
Oh, we've got some amazing guests lined up, but today is all about you. So, you ready?
Yeah, let's get going.
So, you're known around the Dreamiverse for your amazing work on the Four Seasons, a fan-made Avatar game made solely on Dreams. But today we're talking about your original piece of work, Beyond Dust. What can you tell us about it?
So yeah, Beyond Dust is a side project to Avatar. One day on Twitter I was like, why is there no game where you literally have to start from nothing and then end up with a spaceship that you can travel around in the universe? And I was like, well, we have Dreams. Why I not make it myself? So yeah, I immediately started the next day on working on that. And this is what will become Beyond Dust, basically. It's very much inspired by gameplay mechanics like from Death Stranding, with the slow gathering and transporting. But also I really like stylized games like Journey, so you will see a lot of those elements in the game. I try to keep it as simplistic as possible to save myself a lot of time and to have that specific style. And also I do have some plans for ships.
Oh, different kind of ships. That sounds cool. And I love simplistic styles, and even Death Stranding I'm a big fan of. And so I played the demo. I noticed that you're using a sliding puppet for the main character. Is that a stand-in for just the demo, or will that be the main character for the final product?
Yeah, that is correct. This is the sliding puppet. It's slightly altered in both logic and proportions, and of course color too. I do want to keep the game in a very simplistic style, so every change I will make to this will be minor, I think. Maybe a cape here and there. I don't think I want to have faces in my game, because there might be a lot of characters.
Oh, right, of course, because then you have to detail more people.
And I'm really bad with human characters, so I do want to keep it simplistic. Maybe I will alter the shape a little bit more, and some add-ons like a belt or like a coat or something. But yeah, it will be very simple in the end.
So, with the runtime, what are we looking at here? And is there a release date for this?
The runtime will not end. There is no end to this game, I think, as of now, because the plan is to have like a lot of planets in the end that you can explore and travel to and deliver to. So it will be ever expanding. I'm looking for maybe 5 or 10 planets for like the first release, and then add planets with time, which I think will fit and will expand the gameplay possibilities and the upgrade possibility. And I want all the planets to be very unique and handcrafted, that you can explore and travel to. So yeah, I will expand this as far as I can, when I can. And yeah, there's no release date anytime soon. I'll work on this on the side this year, and hopefully by the end of this year I will have like the first couple of planets done that you can explore and travel to. That would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a really ambitious piece, and the traveling between worlds sounds really cool. I guess the last thing I want to ask you is, from everything you've learned from the 4 seasons, is there any gameplay features that you couldn't add to that you're going to add to Beyond Dust?
So the thing is, Beyond Dust is kinda my experimental ground for the gameplay features I want to have in 4 seasons at some degree. So the dialogue, I do experiment how to most efficiently do that, and collecting and saving states and all of that jazz. So it's more like 4 Seasons is actually learning from Beyond Dust in a way. Because as you may know, 4 Seasons is mostly maps right now. We work on the gameplay elements on the sides. But Beyond Dust is my playground to experiment with gameplay mechanics in a really fast way and see what works the most efficient way, and then implement it in a similar way in 4 Seasons, so we can save as much gameplay as we possibly can. And yeah, and don't worry, 4 Seasons is not gonna be like a Death Stranding vibe, but yeah, the general like gameplay systems make a lot of sense to prototype in Beyond Dust.
Huh. I would have thought it would have been the other way about. Oh well. Well, Elke, we're all very excited to check out your work when it's done. Everyone, you can catch Elke's demo for Beyond Dust live right now. Please go check it out. And Elke, thank you so much for joining us and being the first ever guest interview.
Yeah, thanks again for having me. For everyone who hasn't checked out the demo yet, go ahead. It's really short actually right now. Also, I want to thank everyone who already checked out the demo and got me some nice feedback for it. I also watched some streams playing through it, so that was fun. And yeah, I can't wait for you to explore what lies beyond the dust once you go into space and see all I've been working on. Alright everyone, have a great time. Thanks Red for having me, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Big round of applause for Elke Gaming, and thank you for coming on the show. Now, it's time for me to end the very first episode. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I've been your host Red, and please enjoy this preview of the release of the week, Heli Taxi. Bye!
Welcome to the garage. From here you can upgrade your rig and apply customization to personalize your ride.